So since they locked me up in the mental ward, and why psychiatric hospital, they've been having this guy throw me. He always appears dirty and follows me around. And it's like they're trying to lure me into all kinds of illegal stuff. Look at him laying down, you know. And I heard that police are entrapping immigrants to deport them and stuff, sexually, harassing immigrants in the bathroom, especially if you're gay, trying to lure you into sex and arrest you for nude, nudity in the bathroom and things like that. That's what's going on. Please donate to my cash app NYC homeless non-conditional charitable donation. And I was listening to WABC radio, and the guy just called 9 in the morning. It's around 4 a.m. right now. Today is March 6, 2026. I was saying, didn't God rape an illegal alien's wife and impregnated her, Mary? So some people have been telling me they're going to kill me and claim I'm part of a Christian religious cult. And I wanted to be raped or whatever and to produce children. And they're going to take my sperm and produce children and inherit my property. So they say inheritance can be so rampant in New York City. I'm not a part of any religious cult. I don't want to be raped. I don't want anyone to create any child for me. So I'm trying to sue the immigration for arresting me as a child. And also, my mother brought me as a child. My mother's daughter, Bolali, filed a green card for my mother when I was a teenager. I was like 14. And she lied that the green card she filed for my mother covers me. And so my mother brought me here. And I was arrested by the immigration in 2000. They said that the green card didn't cover me. And that's called human trafficking. Because under international law, nobody is allowed to separate a minor child from a parent. So my mother's daughters, tricked me, my mother was trying to separate my mother, and the immigration also followed by separating us. So I'm a victim of human trafficking. Even though I was able to get my own green card HS in 2008, but I couldn't finish college because of that. And I'm now 45 without a college degree. It's been touching experience and stuff. Less than so I'm a special kind of sexual harassment. And that daughter probably killed my mother by framing mental illness one and poisoning her with contact food poison and locking her up in the mental home in NYU psychiatry in Bellevue Hospital. And because of my being a Nigerian, the police here wouldn't help me, even they didn't help my mother, even though my mother was able to get US citizenship. That daughter probably was born in Brooklyn, so she has US citizenship for birth. So, and sometimes I think the FBI or whoever has hired her, she also comes around me as I'm trying to sue US immigration for what happened to me. And trying to sue her also that the immigration shouldn't have arrested me. Because there's a lawyer in the United States that if a green card holder has a child, the immigration can give the child humanitarian parolee visa, even if the child has no visa. So they're forming like an American team to try to even claim I was the one that killed my mother. Because when I had my immigration case, that daughter was telling my mother to abandon me on the street after I got released from prison on bail. So my mother said she was tired. So she and their daughters, they used to call the police and lock me up in a mental ward. Said I was crazy, I didn't like to go to work or school. And I had to tell the hospital that, look, I'm not crazy. It's just that I have an immigration case. I'm not allowed to go to work or school. I don't have the money. And my mother doesn't have the money either. And my daughters wouldn't help with any money. So the hospital told my mother to stop doing that and said they were going to lock her up in a mental ward herself if she keeps calling the police on me to lock me up. So, I've been getting abused, and then the police eventually locked. After my mother was killed, the police hired the guys to slap me. On July 20th, 2019, around this neighborhood, Bay driving at 450, and the police came and arrested me, so I was angry. That was an entrapment and locked me up in the cycle and stole the green card I had on me. And since then, I don't have any proof of my immigration status. So please turn to my cash app, non-conditional charitable donation, and West Homeless. And my mother said I'm moving to kill again because I'm like for another one in Germany. So I'm looking for service for the children. I'm looking for service again. member of any religious, sexual, or social cult. I'm just looking for non-conditional charitable financial donation to my cash app also was, and to me in person I do pay for money all around in person, and or student loan to my cash app also was, and to me in person. And the student loan should have an interest rate similar to the one US government charges students here in New York City. The one um, commercial bank charge students in New York City, nothing more than that. And in case I die or I'm killed, only civil activists like me that haven't done me with the past should administer my estate and get just for my mother. Um, no family member or friend should administer my estate or inheritance from my estate. And such activists should donate the rest of my assets in charitable donation to those suffering xenophobia like me. People being deported by Trump should be a process for assistance. And nobody should make a movie about me. I'm introverted. I told the immigration that also I don't really talk about my life unless I'm under duress. I don't really talk about everything about my life. So nobody would really know how to depict me in a movie. I don't even talk to family members about my life. Only just general stuff. So and things I share on social media, I don't really talk free about my life. So nobody, only me would know everything about my life. And I'm the only one that could do a movie about me when if I'm alive. And so any movie about me I should have to be the one to direct it and produce it and be alive to market it. Otherwise, nobody should make a movie about me. When I was younger, people used to tell me I look like Michael Jackson. I no longer look like him. I was born a boy. I'm now a girl. So I don't want to be associated with Michael Jackson in any way or form. So I solemnly swear that United States perjury laws and other relevant of the US Constitution that what I'm saying is true to the best of my knowledge and believe and what I remember. And nobody should you know, try to claim what I'm saying is not true and try to force anything outside of what I said on me or whatever. In case I die or I'm killed, they should be arrested for perjury, attempt of perjury, because I'm swearing under perjury laws. And so I don't want nobody to create a child for me. I'm single or married. I've never been married. And I don't have a child. I've never had a child. You know. But they say inheritance scam is so rampant here in America, and people will try to, and people are like, and people are like, sorry, my earphone was, no, my earphone was dislodging to my ear lobe. You know, I buy all these earphones from stores like Lotless, and they break easily, and sometimes they get dislodged into my ear tube or whatever the ear tube. So I'm going through a lot. So nobody should make a movie about me unless I'm alive and well to participate in the movie and direct it. I'm very guarded about my image. I don't think anyone will be able to represent me accurately enough unless I'm alive to direct that movie. And also, I used to look like Michael Jackson when I was younger, but I no longer look like him. I don't want to be associated with him in any way or form. And nobody, under the right of sepulchre, the lawyer in New York says you have to respect somebody's wish when they're alive, and nobody should go against their wish even if they die or they're killed. So anyone that violates the right to sepulchre can be subject to imprisonment or and also civil liabilities. And also, I swear under oath um, under perjury. So anyone that try to go against my wish should be arrested for violation of perjury, attempted violation of perjury. So this is what's going on. And all those, I listen to the WABC radio, and I'm also under surveillance by the FBI since my immigration case. I finally got my green card in 2008, but they said once the immigration ever arrests you, the FBI surveils you. And the ABC radio, they have FBI guarding their station because one of their workers, Curtis Sewell, was arrested in the past. Was the Italian mafia tried to kill him in the past because so now they've been having the FBI provide them security. So anytime I'm listening to that radio, the FBI is telling them to start making statements, just just to troll me and stuff, or whatever their mission is. I'm listening with my phone because I can't get signal underneath the subway. So I'm listening to WBC with my phone. And they said that somebody called in Lionel Show. He's a lawyer that hosts the show around 4 a.m. Today's March 6, 2026. And he was saying, isn't it true that God approves of raping people, that he raped Mary, who was an illegal alien's wife, and produced Jesus? So there's some people have been threatening me that they're going to kill me and claim, I'm a Christian, I'm in a religious cult, and I approve of people to rape me and take my sperm and produce a child, and they're going to inherit money, potential lawsuit money. I'm trying to sue U.S. immigration for arresting me wrongfully as a child, and then white people for taking my home wrongfully and killing Eric Garner while it was helping me with my court papers, and my mother's daughters locked my mother up in a mental hold in Bellevue Hospital and killed her. So I'm protecting what I love money, so I'm attracting a lot of scammers who are planning to kill me and inherit my money. So please, I said it, and some of them claim they're going to lie in court that I authorized them to rape me, as Christianity allows them to rape me and take my sperm and produce a child. I was born a boy. I'm not a girl. I don't have any child. I've never had any child. I've never adopted anybody's child. So please, I'm not looking for anyone to rape me or anyone to produce a child for me. I'm looking for surrogacy.